Mochi got reworked due to popular demand, and as you can see currently on the screen, it has been made into a exceptionally busted airfoot. It's actually viable now for not only PvE but PvP as well, which should be done for both Paw and Kage, even though I don't think they have the time and they should not delay it anymore, so forget about that. Okay, so we also have the fruit model of the Mochi. As you can see this on the screen currently, this is how Mochi looks like, but a problem I have with this is, why does Mochi have haki? Why does their fruit have haki on it? I mean, you can see the spiky stuff at the bottom, that's supposed to be haki. I do wonder, do these developers even watch One Piece to begin with? I mean, why would a fruit have haki on it? It's not like some, you know, who cares? Okay, it seems like he doesn't want to change it. If you look at his tweets, he doesn't want to change it and thinks that the model is good. Regardless, let's focus on the actual Mochi and what we got. So we got four moves got affected. 2 moves got added, which one of the moves on the screen currently, which is the Chestnut Mochi. I expected it to be completely different, but instead we got this shooting thing that is very good for PvE. I mean, it's basically it's very similar to it's not really similar to any movie, it's pretty original, but it can be used in the same way Pika is used, and I say that a lot for, and that makes it a very good PvE, because you can use the range. It's very ranged, so you can aim at something and shoot it from a range, which means this is very viable for PvE, and this will probably be very good for PvP. So the second move we got is the Future Sight. Now I have a problem here, is because this is not canon. It's not canonically true, because the fruit Mochi does not carry the Future Sight. Just Katakuri, who has the Mochi, has Future Sight. That's because he trained his observation haki. So what you could have done was, if you have enough observation haki, you could have used future, as in it will naturally happen. If you put on your observation haki with Mochi, the body facing thing will happen, rather than making it seem like it's carrying on, like you just naturally have future sight if you eat the Mochi fruit, which doesn't make any sense. Regardless, I've heard that this will be a mythical, so I mean, with how busted it is, I think it's a pretty good one. Pretty good up there, as it seems like the main moves that are the most busted, I'd say, is the guard breaking Mochi wheel thing, Mochi roll, as well as the chestnut. Both of them will probably be very busted in terms of PvE, and they're probably more. And also I feel like they have changed the way Mochi shoots out, because now they make actual donut circles, like holes, like when they shoot the Mochi out. Mochi like punch, or whatever it's called. I completely forgot the name, but Mochi punching, whatever. And basically this is very interesting. With this, not only is Mochi visually 100 times better than what it was initially. It seemed like a rare fruit initially, now it seems like a mythical. And people say to nerf it because it's too OP, especially the rolling guard break, as you can just redo it over again. Which, yeah, but I mean, if your opponent is jumping around, they can escape it, if you're just on a high place, if you stand on an elevated surface, it doesn't work anymore, hopefully at least. But tell me, what do you think? Mochi is too strong? Do you think Mochi is too weak? They still needs more. If you say Mochi is still too weak and needs more, I don't know what I'm telling you. What do you want Mochi to be? Do you want Mochi to literally be the most OP fruit everybody's gonna go for it, and nobody's gonna have any other fruit? Otherwise they're missing out. If that's how, there's no balancing there. So right now Mochi is an exceptional fruit. It is worthy of the mythical title, even though Tori is kinda mid right now, but it's still the reason Tori is a mythical, I'd say, is just because how pretty the fruit is, visually pleasing. The practicality of Tori is different, and it can heal itself, so that's why. So as a whole, Mochi rework, exceptional. I really liked it. As a whole, it did justice to Mochi. Of course, there are some non-canon things in the they're doing non-canon stuff, like giving the Mochi their fruit model, like spikes You know, that's ridiculous. You know, I don't know what they were thinking when doing that, because that does not make any sense. Why will the fruit have haki on it? Especially the spikes. Like original mochi doesn't have any spikes on it, as well as, you know, future sight is not included with mochi. But I've been rambling. Check out my video I made yesterday on all the content from update 5 that's coming.